Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of us try to avoid, but is secretly one of the most powerful tools for growth: failure. That's right, we're going to talk about how to go from making mistakes to achieving mastery. Let's face it, nobody enjoys messing up. It feels frustrating, embarrassing, and sometimes downright demotivating. But what if I told you that every single successful person you admire has a long history of failures? The key isn't avoiding mistakes. It's learning how to harness their power. Think about the last time you tried something new and didn't get it right on the first attempt. Maybe it was learning a new instrument, trying a complex recipe, or starting a new project at work. What was your initial reaction? Did you feel like giving up? That's a completely normal human response. Our brains are wired to seek comfort and avoid discomfort. Failure is uncomfortable. But here's the shift in mindset we need. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone on the path to it. It's not an endpoint, it's a data point. Let's look at some famous examples. Michael Jordan, arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, famously sighed, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." He didn't see his missed shots as proof of his inadequacy. He saw them as practice, as feedback, as opportunities to get better. Each miss taught him something about his technique, his position, or the game's pressure. Similarly, think about Thomas Edison. When asked about his thousands of failed attempts to invent the light bulb, he reportedly said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This reframing is incredibly powerful. He wasn't collecting failures. He was gathering knowledge. He was systematically eliminating possibilities until he found the one that worked. This is the essence of harnessing failure, changing your perspective from "I failed" to "I learned." So, how can we apply this in our own lives? It starts with a concept called the growth mindset, a term coined by psychologist Carol Dweck. A person with a fixed mindset believes their abilities are static and unchangeable. When they fail, they see it as a reflection of their limited talent. But someone with a growth mindset believes their abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. For them, failure isn't a verdict. It's a challenge. It's an indication that they need to try a different strategy, put in more effort, or seek new information. Adopting a growth mindset is the foundational step. Start by telling yourself, "This is hard, but I can get better at it." The next step is to get practical and strategic about your mistakes. When something goes wrong, don't just feel bad and move on. Perform what I like to call a failure autopsy. Take a moment to analyze what happened, but do it without judgment. Ask yourself a few simple questions. What was my goal? What actually happened? What was the gap between my goal and the outcome? And most importantly, what can I do differently next time? This isn't about blaming yourself. It's about extracting the lesson. Write it down if you need to. By documenting your learnings, you turn a painful experience into a valuable asset for your future self. For example, let's say you gave a presentation that didn't go well. A fixed mindset response might be, "I'm just a terrible public speaker." A growth mindset response, followed by a failure autopsy, would sound more like this. "Okay, that was rough. I noticed the audience seemed disengaged when I was going through the data slides. Next time, I'll try to use more visuals and tell a story to make the data more compelling. I also felt nervous, so I'll practice my opening 3 times more." See the difference? One is a dead end. The other is a roadmap for improvement. Another crucial part of this process is embracing imperfection. We live in an age of curated social media feeds, where everyone seems to be living a perfect, successful life. It's an illusion. Real progress is messy. It's full of drafts, prototypes, and don't wait for the perfect plan to get started. Start, make mistakes, learn, and adjust. This iterative process is how all great things are built. The first version of anything is rarely the best. Your first attempt at a new skill will be clumsy. Your first business idea might not work. That's okay. The goal isn't perfection on day one. The goal is progress over time. It's also important to manage the emotional side of failure. It's okay to feel disappointed or frustrated. Acknowledge those feelings, but don't let them define you or derail your efforts. Give yourself a set amount of time to feel bad, maybe an hour, maybe a day, then consciously decide to shift your focus back to the lesson and the next step. Talk to a trusted friend or mentor. Sometimes just verbalizing your experience can help you process it and see it more objectively. Remember, your worth as a person is not determined by your successes or failures. You are valuable simply because you are you. Let's tie this all together. Harnessing failure for success isn't some magical secret. It's a practical, repeatable process. First, adopt a growth mindset and believe in your ability to improve. Second, when you make a mistake, perform a non-judgmental failure autopsy to extract the lesson. Ask what happened and what you can do differently. Third, embrace the messy, iterative process of progress and let go of the need for perfection. And finally, manage your emotions and remember that your self-worth is separate from your performance. Your journey from mistake to mastery is a marathon, not a sprint. It's built on a foundation of small, consistent efforts and the courage to get back up every time you fall. Every error is an education. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. So, I challenge you today. The next time you fail at something, I want you to stop, take a breath, and instead of saying I failed, ask yourself, what did I just learn? That single question can change everything. It can be the key that unlocks your potential and propels you toward the success you've always dreamed of. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this reframing of failure helps you on your own journey. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on personal growth and success. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What is a failure that ended up teaching you a valuable lesson? Let's share our stories and learn from each other. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and don't be afraid to fail forward.